With the value of the digital world growing, the old way of holding value in physical items is not so important anymore. Today, we are going to dig into the crazy world of NFTs. Tyler Winklevoss tweets, "There are almost 3 billion video game players worldwide. Do you think they prefer gold or Bitcoin? Do you think they prefer cash or crypto? Do you think they prefer physical art or NFTs? Do you think they prefer Wall Street or DeFi?" Welcome to my channel. On this channel, I like to cover different ways to make money on your phone, creating passive income sources, making good sound investments, and some helpful tips here and there. If you like this type of content, then hit that like button, subscribe, and click the bell notification so you get notified when I make videos in the future. Also, I'm not a professional on this topic, so do your own research before investing in anything I talk about on this channel. And this is going to be a little longer video than normal, so I added timestamps in the description below so that you can skip to whatever section perks your interest if you don't have time to watch the whole thing. What are NFTs? NFTs stand for non-fungible tokens. In most cases, they are one-of-a-kind assets in the digital world that can be bought and sold like any other piece of property, but they do not have any tangible form of their own. This digital token can be thought of as a certificate of ownership for a virtual or physical asset. I know, that was a mouthful. I'm going to run you through some examples of how NFTs are being used so that you have a better idea of what they have to offer and why I don't believe NFTs are going anywhere, and what I see coming in the future for NFTs, and how I am taking advantage of investing in the NFT space. So through this video, keep an open mind and remember, whether something is in physical or digital form, it is only as valuable as someone else is willing to pay for it. So with the NFT market heating up, with things like Jack Dorsey's first tweet turned into an NFT on pace to sell for $2.5 million, Lindsay Lohan creating an NFT of her face selling for $50K, and Rob Gronkowski putting out his NFT line, which raised $1.8 million in sales, CryptoPunks and CryptoKitties making a comeback, which, if you haven't heard of these, check them out. They're NFTs that are pretty much just memes, nothing special, but for some reason valuable as there is a limited supply. And also digital land being purchased on Decentraland and Sandbox. Yes, digital land is holding value in the virtual world. But let's get into some of the really big stories and run through these in a little bit more detail. Let's kick this off with one of the most recent ones. Bepple art selling for $69 million. Yes, you heard that right. An NFT sold for $69 million. That makes it the third most expensive art piece sold by a living artist. Bepple is one of the most well-known artists in the NFT space, and this painting that sold was titled "The First 5,000 Days," and it is little clips of the first 5,000 days of his artwork all in one canvas. This was sold at Christie's auction house and is hitting the mainstream media like crazy. You are seeing NFT this, NFT that all over the place. Here's Bepple's tweet after this NFT sold, which I can't say on air. "So, as NFTs are tracked on the blockchain and can't be copied, this helps with security. Also, the artists can collect royalties if and when their artwork is resold. This helps many artists, not just Bepple, but a lot of artists, as they can continue to collect on their artwork. This can turn the art world upside down. I'm sure some from the traditional art world are not too happy about this, but this is also bringing crypto to the art world, to people that probably had no clue what NFTs or cryptocurrency was, and bringing people from crypto into the art world." Next, sticking to the art topic, an original Banksy art piece was bought, turned into an NFT, and burned. Yes, physically burned. No longer in existence, only in that digital NFT form. This I'm watching closely, as it does have the art world from the traditional side pretty confused, to put it nicely. The biggest thing to watch is, will this hold value, or even grow in value, as now it is easier to sell and more secure on the blockchain without the ability to copy. Yes, anybody can take a picture of this art piece and say they have the NFT, But if they do not have that official address linked to that NFT, it's pretty easy to prove that that is not the same one-of-one art piece. On March 3rd, a group of anonymous art enthusiasts decided to buy and burn an original Banksy screen print, making it into a one-of-one NFT, at the time of purchase worth about $95,000. Later sold on OpenSea, an NFT trading and sales platform, for 228.69 Ethereum, or $394,000 on March 8, 2021. Obviously, this is a pretty short sample size on time, but we will have to watch this to see if it continues to hold value, or if it is just part of this bubble. As the whole entire crypto market is pretty high right now, will NFTs fall when the crypto market goes into a bear market?
I'm a member of a group of tech and art enthusiasts. Standing next to me right now is a 2006 Banksy piece entitled Morons that is certified authentic by Banksy's Pest Control. Right now we are currently minting it with our partner Superfarm, an NFT platform for trading and minting NFTs. Tomorrow, the NFT will be sold on OpenSea. More information can be found on our Twitter, Burnt Banksy. Right now, I'm going to burn this Banksy. And the reason behind this is, for the NFT, if we were to have the NFT and the physical piece, the value would be primarily in the physical piece. By removing the physical piece from existence and only having the NFT, we can ensure that the NFT, due to the smart contract ability of the blockchain, will ensure that no one can alter the piece and it is the true piece that exists in the world. By doing this, the value of the physical piece will then be moved onto the NFT, being the only way you can have this piece anymore. And the goal here is to inspire. We want to inspire technology enthusiasts, and we want to inspire artists.
We're not going to watch this
we
whole
want to
thing.
explore a new medium for artistic expression.
The painting did burn a little slower than expected. I do see this making the art piece more secure, as it is harder to copy being on the blockchain, and also easier to sell down the road. That also does not mean it will help hold its value. As I said, I can see this being looked negatively from the traditional art world. Even bad press could be looked at as good press, and it is still bringing the art world into cryptocurrency as well as cryptocurrency into the art world. See a common trend here? Next, let's jump over to sports collectibles with NBA Top Shot. These are digital moments of in-game play, made into digital trading cards, in the form of NFTs living on the blockchain. Now, what NBA Top Shot has over many other NFTs is you can buy packs, sell and trade your collectible moments through a debit or credit card. You do not have to open an account, move your money into that account, buy Ethereum, open a wallet like MetaMask, move that Ethereum to that wallet, and then trade on OpenSea, Rarible, or other platforms. So it is helping bring the common sports card collector or sports enthusiast into the NFT space without having to figure out all that back-end work. Now yes, this is a more centralized system, but it is bringing people that probably had little or no knowledge of cryptocurrency to start experimenting with NFTs, hopefully learning a little bit more about the cryptocurrency space. So Top Shot went the extra step to make it an easier onboarding platform. And it shows. Top Shot has taken off. Packs are selling out left and right. Everyone trying to buy a pack cannot get a pack, which is driving up the value. Back in late February, a LeBron James highlight sold for $208,000, which came from a pack that only cost $230. That's a pretty big return on your investment. Now this is just the first step, and one way sports collectibles can be put on the blockchain. And as you see, putting this in a digital form with a platform to buy, sell, and trade on makes it easier for collectors to trade with each other all over the world. No more selling your card on eBay or at a trading show, hoping the right person comes along looking for it. And if you're selling it online, packaging it up, collecting shipping, dropping it off in the mailbox, and sending it on its way. Now it's all in digital form. Now in the future, can we see valuable sports cards go the route of the Banksy painting and burning that sports card after turning it into an NFT? I don't know, but that's something we may see coming forward. Also, think about it this way. Could we see an original Mickey Mantle or Ty Cobb or Michael Jordan rookie card turned into multiple NFTs so that people can say, I have a share of this card? A $1 million card split into, say, 100 different NFTs gives people a more realistic entry point. I know, it kind of sounds crazy, but think about it. Now let's jump over to NFTs and music, with Kings of Leon being the first band to release an album as an NFT. Now the first thought I had on this is, Kings of Leon is still making music? Now after that thought, I went on to investigate this and see what all this entails and why an NFT makes sense in the music industry. First off, well, everybody's talking about Kings of Leon again. It is bringing relevance back to a band that maybe didn't have as much relevance outside of their extremely loyal fan base. But they are launching digital merchandise that has utility on the OpenSea platform. Again, OpenSea is popping up. Now while we're on the topic of OpenSea, I might as well talk about it for a quick second so you understand what it is. OpenSea is an NFT trading platform, kind of like an eBay or an Amazon, where you can buy, sell, and trade digital items. Now that you own digital stuff in the form of NFTs, you have a place to sell it. Another platform similar to this is Rarible, where you can also buy, sell, and trade NFTs. And there are many more. Those are just two of the more notable ones. And OpenSea also shows the entire history of that NFT. It shows you how many times it has been bought and sold, and at what prices. So you have a very good track record. So with Kings of Leon NFTs, there isn't a direct way to buy these NFTs with a credit card. You do have to go through all the additional steps in opening a MetaMask wallet, transferring Ethereum to that MetaMask wallet, and so on and so on. So this could leave some of their loyal fan base out that doesn't quite understand the whole cryptocurrency space. Now they are launching their NFTs in 3 different packages. First, a special albums package. Second, offerings with live show perks. And third, with exclusive audio and visual art. And how about these 6 golden tickets? Yes, Kings of Leon took a note right out of Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory. So you may get one of these golden tickets when buying an NFT. Whew, what does that golden ticket entail? Am I going to get a tour through the Chocolate Factory? These golden tickets include front row seats to future shows, a limo ride to those shows, 4 bags of merchandise, and much more. So why does this need an NFT? What does it really do? Well, like any other NFT, they are numbered collectibles that you can own on the blockchain. So there is that limited supply to drive value. How much value, you might ask? Well, we really don't know. This is just bringing relevance back to Kings of Leon. Think Michael Saylor and MicroStrategies. Have any of you heard of Michael Saylor before he just started buying Bitcoin? I sure haven't, and I follow the stock market pretty closely. Really, it comes down to people like to collect. And having something with a limited supply and utility can help drive value. Also, this can cut out the agents and record labels, as any band and new bands can launch their product in an NFT form to get their name out there. Now, I really do see this really shaking up the music industry once people truly understand this. Now, another place NFTs can be used, but I see this being a little more of a problem with the legal system, is in real estate. Now, I couldn't track this down, but I remember hearing in a video someone put half of their investment property in an NFT form and is selling it, so you actually gain the cash flow from the investment property as well as owning half of that property. Now, there was a limited liability corporation that was also put in place for this. Like I said, I still need to track down this article. I could not find it. I just remember hearing about this and thinking, I'm in real estate. How could I make NFTs work with real estate? You do have to follow the legal system in whatever jurisdiction you live in. Now, as for the gaming aspect of NFTs, where I really see the most value being created in the near-term future. Now, as Ethereum gas fees are pretty high, some of these gaming aspects aren't quite realistic. But with using second layer solutions like Polygon or other blockchains with lower fees, This could be used right now. Now, I am not a gamer, but I can see with all the people gaming, and this growing more and more, a real world use case for the properties you own in games that you can trade, buy and sell, your skins, your weapons, your costumes, whatever it is. This could be huge, as people are already dumping money into Pokemon Go, Fortnite, and all these other big games, getting no value out of it. If you can create a game people want to play and actually get real value out of it, leading me to one of my investments in the NFT space, Superfarm. Superfarm is a cross-chain DeFi protocol that allows users to deploy crypto and NFT farms with no code required. So think like building a website on Square or Weebly online. You don't need to know how to code to build the website, but you can build your own website. Now Superfarm takes it a step farther. Hundreds of billion dollars are going into digital stuff that in essence buys nothing. Leo Trades and the Superfarm team are building games with real world value, games people actually want to play. And they went a step farther. A DeFi-inspired NFT platform that opens the toolkit to everyone, giving all the tools they created for their games to everyone as well. Many of these partnerships and projects launching their own NFT farms so that the farms can actually interact with the wallets from all the users of the game accounts. Think the movie Ready Player One and the Metaverse. If you haven't watched it, it's definitely worth a watch. But people can actually trade, sell, and buy items in the game, transporting real-world value in and out of the game, cross-chain through all of the farms, giving utility to the NFTs and tokens throughout the entire ecosystem. Now, I am not a gamer myself, but all this sounds pretty good. There are gamers all over the world, and gaming is becoming just as popular as some major sports. So if you can bring real-world use case to gaming and making tokens or NFTs valuable through different projects and games, this can be a huge win, but it is a lot to accomplish. So I am following this project as well as investing in it to see where this project goes. If you wanted to follow Superfarm and everything coming out, the best places to follow them are on Twitter, Telegram, or their Discord. I follow them mainly on Telegram and Twitter. As you can see, some big partnerships. They did also move to Binance Smart Chain, a recent partner with Polygon. They will be able to interact with the Superfarm platform while benefiting from the low fees on Polygon Layer 2. And as we talked about earlier, the Banksy painting burn, yes, the NFT was minted from the Superfarm DAO NFT contract. The next project that I am invested in the NFT space, and the project that I have been in from day one of the launch, is Bondly. Bondly, currently sitting at 68 cents, is still a pretty good buy for all that they are doing, in my opinion, not financial advice. But let's go over to the site and check out what Bondly is all about. So why Bondly? Versatile. Use any chat app to make escrow for crypto assets. Innovative. Features trustless swapping and reoccurring payments. Interoperable. Works across chains. Transparent. Activity happens on-chain.
Bondly is a new project built on Polkadot's substrate ecosystem with the goal of improving DeFi by adding buyer and seller protections. They're building a peer-to-peer exchange, a payment rail platform, a decentralized escrow service with the ability to do recurring payments, all cross-chain and more. Because it's native to Polkadot, the fees will be much lower than using Ethereum, but they'll still be interoperable with ERC20 tokens. Let's go over the three main products. BondSwap or BSwap is an OTC trading portal for escrow transactions. These can be sent via a smart link to a chat app or social media, similar to the Parjar wallet by Parachute. BondX is a decentralized exchange that's blockchain agnostic. It's built in a similar way to BondSwap, which is what enables them to trade native assets. Their third product is Bond Protect or BProtect, and as I understand it, this is the main focus. It is a marketplace payment rail built with smart contracts. With BProtect, they're diving into the e-commerce market with decentralized escrow. Say you're buying an NFT, you'll send your non-wrapped Bitcoin to the BProtect escrow address. Then the seller sends the NFT to the smart contract. Once both have been done, BProtect transfers the Bitcoin to the seller and the NFT to you simultaneously. And this gets really interesting when you start to consider what you can package into an NFT, which is a lot more than art and gifts, but we'll get to that later in the video. They say that BProtect has been built with upgradability in mind, so in the future they could connect to other providers such as validators and oracles to handle the transfer of off-chain assets like domain names, software, data files, social media accounts, and more. They'll use DOS Network and Chainlink's Oracle service for price feeds, but as a part of the partnership, Chainlink will also use Balny as a data provider on specific digital assets. Balny also has partnerships with MontraDAO, Fala Network, Ferrum Network, and most recently, they announced a partnership with Cardano.
So I could have went over and tried to explain that just like he did to you, but he explained it seamlessly, so it was worth a listen. Now Bondly also has Logan Paul building on the Bondly platform. If you didn't know who Logan Paul was, well, he's the big Pokemon card guy. And he just recently turned himself into a Pokemon card for an unboxing. He partnered with Bondly, a decentralized e-commerce platform, to create a limited number of 44 NFTs. Wow, that's a first. Either way, throughout the whole entire Bondly ecosystem, all of these cards that they have on the ecosystem do different things. You may get airdrops for holding certain cards, among other utilities. Either way, another sector I'm not into collecting personally, but I will reap the rewards of this sector growing, as I do see a lot of interest in this type of asset. Now the one NFT play that's on my watch list that I have not bought is Flow. Flow is the token for Dapper Labs. As we spoke about earlier with NBA Top Shot, this is the token dealing with NBA Top Shot, as we spoke about before, along with their partnerships with CryptoKitties, NBA, UFC, Dr. Seuss, Genesis, Warren Music Group, America Brands, Ubisoft, and Samsung, among many others. I have not took a deep dive into this project yet, but it is on my radar, and it is a possibility, as I've seen NBA Top Shot's CryptoKitties making a comeback, among many other projects they're working with. It is very centralized, which could be a downfall, but still worth looking into and having, as it is part of this big narrative moving forward. So in closing, which NFTs are going to hold value? I really don't know, and I don't think I am going to make the time to really find out and try to purchase some of these more valuable NFTs. What I am going to do is continue to play the picks and shovels play. I am going to be buying the utility tokens for these projects that I see growing and building real-world value and utility. Will it work? I don't know. Some of them have turned out pretty good already, but we'll have to see throughout the bull market how this pans out. If you're still watching at this point, let me know in the comments below what section of the NFT market you want me to take a deep dive in on another video. I am very interested in this space, learning more and more about this. So if my audience wants to learn more about any particular point that I covered or something I didn't cover, like I said, throw it in the comments below, and maybe I'll take a look. Also, outside of just NFTs themselves, I created an Excel spreadsheet of all the crypto exchanges, wallets, and lending platforms I used or have used, what I think of them, the referral code, if there is one for that platform, that will get you anywhere between $10 to $30 of free Bitcoin, and also a beginner's guide of all the must-watch videos to start learning about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, as well as the best cryptocurrency channels to follow, as they have been through multiple cycles, and I consider them professionals in this space. Don't forget to give yourself a raise. I'll see you next time. A few videos popped up to your left and right. If one of those perked your interest, give it a click.